Overcoming difficulty is the only route to peace. Someone, probably. The debate around difficulty in gaming has enraged gamers for hundreds of years, since the early days of Donkey Kong and Tetris. So welcome back everyone, this is episode 5 of Terraria Rambles, and today of course we're going to be talking about difficulty in gaming. More specifically, we're going to be talking about the controversies that come from difficult games, and the satisfying feeling that you get from beating those said games. Right now in Terraria, we are getting ready to fight one of the hardest bosses in the game, if not the hardest boss in the game, Empress of Light Daytime. She drops the best summoner weapon in the whole game, so that is the plan for today. We will try and go for Empress Daytime. We're in the dungeon. We're going to be farming bone leaves for the tabard and the belt, to make the Master Ninja gear because it's the best dodge in the game. Right now I'm using Shield of Cthulhu and the dodge is getting old, so we will be getting that. But let's get right into the topic, difficulty in gaming. When we're talking about difficulty in gaming, a few games always pop up. The main one I remember is Dark Souls 3. There was a huge controversy because there was game journalists asking for an easy mode to be put in the game because they thought the game was too difficult. It sort of exposed them for being terrible gamers, when the whole job was writing articles on games and criticising these games, and they couldn't finish one of the biggest games of that year, I'm pretty sure, which was Dark Souls 3. I like Dark Souls 3. I don't think there should be an easy mode in the game. I think games like that are specifically made to be difficult for players who want satisfying boss fights that they have to work towards beating, where you have to learn game mechanics to a mastery almost to be able to beat some of these bosses, because these bosses will one-shot you, two-shot you. But I think that's the whole point of the game, where overcoming that challenge and learning the boss is why it's so popular. No one would play it and no one would talk about it if it was an easy game. It is a difficult game, and the fact that it was ever controversial, that it was too difficult, is a little bit silly. I wanted to talk about how there's sort of like a gatekeeping culture for difficult games, in saying that, where people who do beat the difficult games and people who enjoy difficult games sort of look down on people who don't. I've found that a lot, where if you don't play the hardest difficulty in a game, or if you don't play the hardest game, you sort of have people who look down upon you, and I think that's very silly. I don't like every game. There's a lot of games that I don't like, especially games with like no difficulty. So you have like games that are made by the company Telltale, which are the story-based games. It's just choices, and it's a playable movie basically. I don't enjoy that personally, but I'd never tell anyone to not play those games. There was that one that came out a couple of years ago. It was hugely popular. Detroit Become Human? Once Human? I'm not too sure what that's called. I'll put it on screen, whatever that's called. And I did not enjoy that game at all, but a lot of people did, and I think it might have been the most sold game that year. I'm glad that companies don't listen to these people when they tell them to make games easier and to put in like difficulty sliders. I know that Elden Ring is meant to be like the easiest Souls game in the series, but I think making it more accessible is probably better than just adding a difficulty bar where you can choose to play on easy mode or story mode. It's Dark Souls, there's not really a story to it, it's just about the bosses. I will play Elden Ring one day. It looks good. I'll play it with my girlfriend probably because I think it's co-op. I think you can do bosses like co-op, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm right about that. If I'm not, then dislike this video and tell me I'm terrible at games. Right now we're fighting Empress. We're dying obviously because I am terrible at games. We're looking for the whip, and obviously we're looking for the trinket thing that makes you have infinite flight. That's a huge. I think it's one of them like underrated items. I think I always go through. I always get this item in every playthrough because I think it's like quite OP. Just infinite flight on any wings. I think it makes it quicker as well. I'm not too sure. We got Warden. It's better than nothing. We're gonna fight some UFOs now to get the Xeno staff because the staffs that I had were terrible. I had the Tornado staff, which was way too slow for Empress, and then I also had the Blade staff, which just wasn't enough damage. So we're gonna fight some Martians and try and get the Xeno staff. This staff was a pain in the arse to get. I think it took me 3 Martian invasions. I was quite lucky with the spawns of the saucers, but it did take me 3 attempts, like 3 full invasions. It's okay though, I got it eventually. We will see, this is the second one. And it is worth doing this. A lot of the time, people skip out on these invasions, or these like events, the Halloween event, the Christmas event, the Martians, but they give really good items actually. Especially this, you get the Influx Waver as melee, which is like the rarest weapon in the game. I don't get it at all through this playthrough, and on my last melee playthrough I just didn't get it. I just didn't end up getting Zenith by the end of the game, which sucked. But the reason I wanted to make this video is because Empress of Light Daytime is one of the hardest bosses in this game. If not in any game. Not really, but it's a very difficult boss. Basically what happens is if you summon her in daytime, she does like 30,000 damage a hit, so she'll always one-shot you. There's no dodging it, there's no invincibility tricks. You'll just always get killed. There is ways to cheese it, but that's just not what I do. You can see my arena is super simple. I summon the bosses and just kill them. Easy. You have to learn the fights. I don't like cheesing fights and stuff. The last boss in this game I think I cheesed was when I was, you know, a lot younger playing it 10 years ago. Because I was terrible. I still am, but not as bad. I think these Martians got me a few times with that beam. Normally I'm quite good at it, but they did get me a few times. It's worth it though. One of the best summons at this point in the game. Super good against like every boss we're gonna do. Well, the next boss we're gonna do. Because of course. And then we got it. We're gonna enchant it. We're gonna get fabled on it. And then we're gonna go straight into the daytime fights, guys. This is it. We've got our montage coming up. And it took me a while, I'm not gonna lie, it did take me a while. I think it took 15 attempts. But we'll see some of the fails, we'll analyse where we went wrong. And see, there it is. That like dodge thing got me every time, I don't know what it was. Swords. Super easy to dodge the swords as all these, I just ran into that. That's embarrassing. Next one, these beams again. I could have dodged that, I could have just dropped down. Just didn't see him. But if you see the damage, there's no like, if 43,000 damage, you can't outscale that. She's gonna kill you every time. But if you put in that bit of effort to learn this fight and to beat her, it's one of the most satisfying bosses in any game. Is this it? No, it's not it. Okay, this looks like a good run here. Okay, that dodge that she does is crazy. This whip's like really good against like multiple enemies, but it is like kind of bad against single target, so I think I do have to upgrade that. Because we've got a really good summon now, but our whip's like kind of bad. Someone keep count. I don't want to keep count, I think it's 15. We have Ica enchant on, because that lowers the defense, does a little bit more damage. We're going to fight nighttime again here, to try and get that whip. I think we do get it, but as you can see I'm getting a lot better at this fight. Let's see if we take damage during it. I think people overcomplicate like difficulty and stuff, where they say they say like, oh, a difficult fight has to be this way, or a difficult fight has to be this way. I think a difficult fight has to be satisfying, and if it's not, it becomes tedious. This is one of my favourite fights in like any game, because it's a difficult fight, but it's not tedious in any way. There's not like a one-shot mechanic. Well, of course she is a one-shot mechanic, but there's not like a crazy mechanic where you can't predict it or whatever. You can predict every move she does, and it's very satisfying to beat her. Right here we've got the Kaleidoscope Whip. I think I got Legendary on it, but I didn't record that part. We've got 6 more attempts here. Let's see how we do here. Skipped through it a little bit to 3/4. Look at the damage now, guys. It's crazy. It's so annoying to die to her when you've spent so long. I think I did quit for a bit because I was dying so often. So I did quit for a few hours, but then I came back, and this is what we did when we came back. We pulled through, guys. We came through, and we beat her ass. So let's have a look here. Look at these dodges as well. Just perfect dodges. Perfect dodges. Because you have to be perfect. There's no good enough. It has to be perfect, this fight. But the payoff and the reward you get from actually beating her is so good. It is the best summon in the game. Like, you get the Moonlord summons, but they're just not as good. I don't think they are anyway. Even if they are as good, there's nothing to do post Moonlord, so Terra Prism's it. Oh, at this point I was stressing 5,000 health, and then she starts spamming her abilities. She just starts going crazy, and there it is, guys. We beat her. Terra Prism. I didn't even care for the bag. I don't want to sound cringe, but like this, I was shaking. My adrenaline had kicked in. It was like when I got invincible in World of Warcraft. It felt amazing. But there you have it, and they look amazing, guys. Look at them. Rainbow swords. I think I do have a die on right now, but they're still rainbow without. Oh, and if you see my Martian transmog, just ignore that. It's a goofy transmog. I thought it'd look cool, but then I've watched it back and I'm like, God, that's a poor choice. We're doing the pumpkin moon right now to get the spooky armor. You can get the Raven stuff from this, but we've got the Terra Prism, so why would we need it? I don't think we have enough for the legs in this clip, so we do a quick cheeky second pumpkin moon, because it's never a 1 attempt. I always do 2 attempts at every boss, every event. It can't do things first time, guys. You should learn that by now. But we do get the rest of the set, and it looks amazing. It's one of my favourite sets in the game. It's just so like basic, but super cool. And then I get a die, which is the Blood Moon die, I think. No, the Red Acid die. I wanted it to go a little bit more red, but it didn't. Still looks cool though. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.